I just booked a room here at the Rio Hotel in Las Vegas for $6.86 on the Party Plan app. And bro, before you say you're gonna get bed bugs, I'm gonna find out because I'm gonna do a full room review here in this video. All right, so I'm standing at the main valet entrance here. This is kind of in between the Masquerade Tower and then the Ipanema Tower, and it's a main valet. This is where you're gonna valet or get dropped off, get picked up by a taxi right here. One cool thing about this place is they do have a parking garage on that side and a lot, and the other side they have a huge like 4-story parking garage, and it's all free parking here. Okay, so that's a pretty good perk, if you will, for Vegas casinos. All right, so behind me here is the non-attended check-in, the kiosks, and I used this process and it was really smooth and it was really fast. They've upgraded the technology in this place. So I swipe my credit card, my ID, show my ID in there, and it's automatic, and it spit out a text message and an email to me right away with my room and then my room keys. So it's really convenient. Just make sure you know there's going to be 2 towers. There's going to be the Ipanema Tower, okay, which is the newly renovated Ipanema Tower, and there's going to be the Masquerade Tower. That was not remodeled yet. That's where I stayed. So I'm going to be doing the review on that here shortly. All right, the Rio Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas is an all-suite property, meaning that all the guest accommodations are suites offering a minimum of 550 square feet of space. The resort is comprised of 2 major towers with a total room count of 2,520 suites across the property. So let's talk about the details of the 2 towers. There's the Ipanema Tower. This is the original hotel structure, which consists of 3 wings, built in a Y shape. It's a 20-story structure. There's been renovations several times as new ownership has taken over the place with over 1,500 suite-sized rooms. This tower was basically remodeled completely in 2024. The remodeled suites in the Ipanema Tower are inspired by chic apartments near Ipanema Beach in Rio de Janeiro. The Masquerade Tower, this is the taller, more iconic tower, known for the rooftop suites and distinct architecture. This tower houses some of the resort's largest and most luxurious accommodations, including the refreshed chairman and presidential suites, ranging from 4,500 to 5,100 square feet. All right, so this is the VIP sign-in entrance, if you will. And when you walk in from the main valet, you make a right, just right down the hall here, or the walkway, there's the VIP entrance. This isn't open late, so if you're coming for this, you might need to make special plans if you're coming after like 5 or 6 o'clock, but they do have some 6 suites here. So if you're interested in getting a suite, this is where you're gonna check in. Some of the villas here, especially in the back, are really awesome. This is a Rio All Suites hotel, and over here we have an older TV. It's nothing special, but it does the job. As far as the view goes, we are in the Masquerade Tower. Now, this tower is the one, I don't believe it's been fully remodeled yet, just based on the room, the way the carpet looks, the decor. This isn't one of the remodeled rooms, like Ipanema Tower on the other side. But this is the Masquerade Tower. This is the taller building that you'll see when you're looking at the Rio. You know, it's actually pretty nice. It's a big room. This was kind of a famous hotel when it was built in 1990. They had the all suites hotel. This was the first all suites hotel in Las Vegas. And as you can see by looking down on the room, you know, we have an actual suite. Okay, we have an actual bedroom, and then we have a couch area over here. And in this room, you know, it looks like it's actually pretty nice. Let's take a look around. And we got a bed stand. Actually, we do have a plug in the wall here. You know, the more modern hotels, they'll have USB ports or, you know, plugs around the lampshade here. But the lamp appears to be working okay. Let's try that out. Everything's looking good here. And as far as the mattress goes, looks pretty nice. Let's check it out. Yeah, I could probably sleep here. It's a little stiff, but not terrible. I'm not complaining for $6.86. And then down here, one thing I noticed when we walked in, they did have like a little bit of a, you know, down here, this is kind of like uncovered here. Like it's, you know, they show the old box springs underneath there. Over here, we have a little alarm clock. We do have a USB, another light. Check that, make sure it's working. It's pretty good. Looking around the room, everything looks pretty good. I mean, there's not really anything that I noticed right away aside from, you know, the coverage on the bottom of the bed there. The wallpaper was okay. It's a little beat up here and there. There's a few spots that I noticed looks like maybe some water damage up here a little bit. Some older looking, lights here, probably abused a little bit over the years. Overall, one picture, you have a bed stand. Over here you have another table. Not 100% sure what the use of that table is in that corner, but there's another window here with another view. So a lot of really cool views in this room. It really feels huge when you got the shades open and there's a lot of view, which is very nice. They do have a nice little desk here if you want to do a little work, and then another phone, which probably nobody uses. But if you didn't need to call the front desk, I think it does work. There is a dial tone, so that's good. Yeah, a little desk chair if you want to do a little bit of work. Looks like it's pretty good. Granite countertop on that as well. Over here we have a nice little two-person couch. If you wanted to sit down, have a nice little relaxing break, watch a little TV. You can spin the TV around. It does have a nice little coffee table with a glass top. It's actually pretty nice. Las Vegas magazine and remote control, obviously, for the TV. Over here, there's a nice little table. If you want to put a, little ice bucket there with some beers or whatever. Good for that. Another view of the outside. And let's go over here to the bathroom. All right, so this is a little vanity area. It looks like we have a fridge. It is working. I can feel the cool air coming out of there. It's not like a mini bar where you're gonna pull out something and get charged $75. Some nice drawers here to put your socks, underwear, etc. And then here's your ice bucket. Couple of glasses, kind of standard. Nice little area here. Looks like one time you could have put like a cooler or TV there. It does come with a hair dryer. And then the bathroom's actually pretty nice. Only one sink in here, which is nice because you have a little stool for our female friend over here to get ready. She can sit down, do her makeup. She's got a sink and plenty of room for her makeup here, which I like. And it's got really good lighting here. So turn it off for a second. Really, really bright, really good for doing your makeup and everything. Come with me down here. We have a closet with an ironing board. You got your standard iron, some hangers, which is good for some clothes. You got your luggage rack here. Just a standard size closet, nothing special, but good enough. You do have a safe right here as well. Keep your valuables. Should be working. And then take a quick look in the bathroom here. And here's the sink in the bathroom. It's actually pretty nice. You can see it's pretty large. And very nice, well lit in here, plenty of lighting. What do we have over there? 6 and 6, 12 light bulbs. So a very nice view. And everything was fine in here. I didn't see any hairs. I didn't see anything that I was, a little bit of corrosion on the shower head there. You'll see a little bit of corrosion up in here. Kind of like what you'd expect in a little bit older hotel room. But you do have the conditioner, shampoo supplied by the hotel, some soap, a little slot there to put your own stuff. And then the tub is, older school tub here, but there's that nice little ledge over there to put any extra shampoos or anything you have. Good enough if you wanted to take a quick bath, but probably mostly just used for a shower. Let's check the water pressure. That should not bad. Looks pretty good to me. It's pretty decent. Not bad at all. Can live with that water pressure for sure. It got hot too pretty quick. It was actually pretty warm. So not bad, not bad. $6.80 room. Can't beat it with a stick. All right, let's head down and talk about the casino. This is going through a major transformation, multi-year, multi-million-dollar renovation. While I was there, 1 week they had walls up. Part of the casino was walled off, and then the next week I came back and it was all done with new table games. So that's literally ongoing as we speak. The casino floor is between 100,000 and 117,000 square feet. I did like the fact that they had a nice mix of new machines as well as some of the old school machines, which I like, especially in the high limit room. All right, so this is the high limit slot machine room, and they do have some old school machines in here, which I do like. I'm kind of a sucker for old school machines. Problem is I never really see anybody in here, okay? So that makes me nervous. There's not a lot of people gambling in here. I feel like the slots are not going to pay out as well. I like to go to some of the other properties where there's like a ton of people in there because I feel like you have a better chance, but we'll see. I'm standing here in the Ipanema Tower right in front of Luckily Grill, and this is a whole new area they just put in with table games. Looks like it's mostly blackjack. There's a roulette table there, 00 roulette table, and Might have baccarat or something right there. But anyway, this place, when I was here a week ago, was all under construction. So they added all these tables in this fresh new area just in the last week. And kind of keeping with the Venetian over here, you can see that they have installed a baccarat room, okay? And they've also put in a dim sum place and Kang's, which is a Korean Asian fusion place. And if you look in there, it's a lot of Asian players. It is what it is, but that's who likes to play baccarat, and that's what they're catering to over here. All right, so this behind me is Shutters. This is one of several nice lobby bars. They do have some video poker at all the seats, which is kind of cool. And this is the Ipanema Tower, and this is one of the remodeled bars, if you will. And there's plenty of places to have a drink and play some video poker if that's what you're looking for in this remodeled casino. So this is the Penn and Teller Theater. Now this is a long-standing magic show. These guys are kind of known as the bad boys of magic, a little bit edgy, and really good illusionists. So this place has been around for a long time. And if you're in Vegas, you want a good magic show, you want some laughs, Penn and Teller is going to be your spot. Make sure you go on the party plan app to get your tickets. All right, let's talk about the quick and casual dining in the food hall. All right, so I'm standing here in the center of the Canteen Food Hall. Now, you'll not see any chain restaurants in here. These are all kind of unique celebrity chef type places. You know, right behind me, you have the Shogun Ramen. You also have the Attaboy Burger, which is obviously a burger place. Southland Burrito over there. Nice high-end sushi place here, Sushi and Sake. Tony and Luke's, which is gonna be like a beefsteak, cheesesteak type place, high-end. And then of course that Tender Crush in the front when you walk in, that's gonna be like a high-end chicken, you know, fried chicken type of place. And then right across the way, you're gonna find your Chinese dim sum place. And right behind me, newly unveiled Egg Slut. This is gonna be a celebrity chef type breakfast place. They do have one of these at Cosmo, and the place is always packed. So you can imagine this place is gonna be pretty busy as well with 2,500 plus rooms. And it hasn't opened yet. It opens up in December 20th or 19th, I think. Yeah, December 19th. So it's coming soon. Last time I was here, this was a big wall, and clearly it's almost ready. It is right next to the lobby. When you walk in, when you check in, you can grab your breakfast sandwich and head up to your room or head out to the Vegas Strip with a breakfast sandwich in hand, because it's right here, right at the entrance. All right, so this is the entrance to Guy Fieri's El Burrito Borracho. And guess what they have on the menu over here? My favorite, trash can nachos. If you want to get some trash can nachos, you can get it over here at the Rio. This place is the remodeled side. Talked about this, mentioned it. All these big casinos are going after these celebrity chefs. They seem to sell. People want to associate themselves with a celebrity when they come out here to Vegas for good reason. You're going to pay a little bit more because of the name, but it's good food, and you can expect a little bit of a vibe in there as well. And I'm standing here at the entrance to Hash House A Go-Go. Now this place is not open. It's kind of a breakfast lunch place. It's very well known in Las Vegas for its large portions and twisted farm food. So if you're interested in coming get a nice hearty, greasy farm food type of meal, this is gonna be a spot for you. If you're in Vegas, you want a hearty breakfast, come check out Hash House A Go-Go at the Rio. The Rio has its own Starbucks, of course, as every major casino in Las Vegas does. If you want a Starbucks, it is right here at the entrance to the Ipanema Towers. All right, so this is the entrance and the Ipanema remodel side of the casino. This is where you're gonna find the Wow Show. It is kind of a like circus, aerialist, water type show, and it's supposed to be really good, okay? I haven't been to it yet personally, but I'd like to check it out soon. We will be offering the show on the Party Plan app, so make sure if you wanna support the channel, check back, get your tickets on the Party Plan app. We're gonna do whatever we can to avoid those service fees on the Party Plan app. We'll see what ultimately ends up working out. But the Wow Show at the Rio is definitely something to consider. All right, another fantastic entertainment option here at the Rio that you don't find everywhere is gonna be the Comedy Cellar. Okay, this is a New York style comedy place with like headliners. They bring a bunch of different acts in all the time. If you're staying here, check the schedule. I'm sure you can find a funny act here, and we will have tickets for this on the Party Plan app. All right, so this is where old meets new. Okay, you can see the new nice Ipanema carpet on this side, and then the other side is the older Rio Masquerade carpet. That carpet's been there for as long as I can remember. It's kind of a darker color. You can tell they went a little bit lighter over here to maybe spice it up a little bit, if you will. You can see right here behind me, this is a big rodeo setup. So they have the whole rodeo stage and country music, and showing the the NFR on the big screens over here, and that's what's going on tonight. But if you happen to come over here on like a regular weekend, or you happen to come over here during a weekday especially, it's pretty much a ghost town over here. They got a few slot machines in the middle, clusters, but that's about it. So you could pretty much throw a bowling ball down the middle of this thing and not hit anything. So this is another one of the more popular attractions here at the Rio, something a little bit different than what you're gonna find at most casinos. This is a Marriage Can Be Murder dinner show. This is one of the cool things you could do here at the Rio if you're staying here and you wanna stay on property. I recommend this one. So since I am here during the NFR, they typically just have that Masquerade bar at the end open on this side for like a casino lounge bar, but they actually have this little pop-up here called Roper, and it is open. I think this is mainly just for the casino. I don't remember this being open the last time I was here, but it is a little pop-up bar. Come and have some drinks. Right across from me is kind of the main stage here for the NFR. There's gonna be a country music artist tonight, and of course we're gonna be showing the NFR at some point. All right, so a little tucked in, hidden place kind of in here in the Masquerade Tower. If you don't know about this place, you're not gonna find it. You actually have to kind of look for it. This is the wine cellar, okay? This place has like wine tastings. They have little custom menus and whatnot. And if you're a wine enthusiast or a wine aficionado, you can come down here and have your heart's desire of wine. Make sure you stop by and check out the wine cellar here on the Masquerade side of the Rio. And if you find Zoltar in the Masquerade Tower Casino, then you found the Kiss Rock Museum, okay? This is also a mini golf. You're gonna hear some Kiss music while you're playing mini golf. They also have a really cool Gene Simmons museum in here that has a lot of his stuff. Not all of it, but a lot of his stuff. I think you pay like $12.50 or $12.95 a person to go through this cool museum. If you're into Kiss and you're into Gene Simmons, then this might be a really cool stop for you. So make sure you check this place out. All right, so I'm standing here on the west end of the Masquerade Tower Casino, and they still have a couple chain restaurants in here. Not many. They used to have a bunch more in the food court, but they got rid of all those for celebrity chef type restaurants. They're trying to upscale the place, if you will. But over here, if you want smash burger, you can get it. Okay, you got smash burger here, and right behind me over here, Wetzel's Pretzels. Pretty much see one of those in airports and other hotels and casinos as well. Definitely a chain, but it is kind of off a little bit. You got to walk down here to get these places, but if you want smash burger or Wetzel's Pretzels, you can still get them here at the Rio. All right, so this is going to be one of the Rio's 4 shows, attractions, if you will. And this is going to be called Empire Strips Back, okay? So when I say Empire Strikes Back, that's what you think. Star Wars theme, but Star Wars theme with an X burlesque factor, so it's Empire Strikes Back. So just remember what you're getting yourself into over here. If you're a Star Wars fan, this might not be what you're looking for. If you're a burlesque fan, this is probably what you're looking for. And if you want to come to Las Vegas and get yourself a tattoo, Count's Tattoo is right here. I did hear somewhere that maybe he's selling this whole franchise. I don't know if that's true, but this is a more popular brand here in Las Vegas for tattoos. And right here in the Rio, on the second story of the Masquerade Tower, on the mezzanine, you can find Count's Tattoos. Okay, this fitness center is open from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. and it's not that big. Honestly, for 2,420 rooms, this is a pretty small fitness center, but it looks like the equipment is adequate, so let's check it out. All right, let's go over to the pros. This place has massive rooms. Every room is a suite, 550 square feet and up, and there's plenty of room when you walk in. There's plenty of room to throw your stuff. There's a big bathroom. It's a nice room. When you feel it, when you walk into even a regular room, a $6.86 room, it even feels like a suite. Some of the views have fantastic views. Also a pro, you can look out my window. I was looking at the south end of the strip. Some of the towers are gonna be the north end of the strip, but they're pretty good views. It's not bad. It was clean, it was affordable. The pool here is really solid. It's been remodeled. I didn't get to check it out on this trip because it is the winter months here and it is closed, but the pool is very solid. I've seen some reviews and I've seen some other videos of people showing me the pool, and I was pretty impressed by what it was like 10, 15 years ago, and I'm sure it's a lot better now. So that's going to be a definite plus. The fitness center is pretty solid. The only thing I didn't like about the fitness center is closed at 9 p.m., which is kind of difficult for my schedule typically, but it is open at 5 a.m., so it is fairly good hours. And this place is an incredible value. Finding it for $6.86 on the Party Plan app, you really can't beat that. All right, now let's talk about the cons. As you can see in my background there, that is the Masquerade Tower. That is not remodeled yet, nor is the Masquerade Tower Casino. I was here this weekend, and there was a rodeo going on, and they had a big stage set up, so it was actually pretty poppin'. But like, if you're here on a normal weekend or a normal weekday, that area is like ghost town city, okay? Half the retail shops are empty. The ones that are open aren't even open half the time. Like, I've been here several times, and there's stores there, and there's stuff in the stores, but the stores aren't open. So that's kind of a weird situation. I'm not sure if they're literally out of business or they're just not deciding to be in business. Who knows what's going on over there? The old carpet's still in there, where on the other side they have the new carpet. So that's definitely a con, but I think that's going to be remodeled at some point, and they're probably going to do something pretty nice with that casino. What they did on the other side, they got rid of all the old chain food places, put in all new, like, trendy, new upscale celebrity chef type fast food places, and I'm gonna guess it's gonna be what happens on the other side at some point. So we'll have to see, but I'm excited for this property. They're not gonna be a luxury property here. It could be definitely a good mid-level property for sure, especially with the shows they have and the the other amenities like the pool, etc. This place is pretty good value for your money. And another con is gonna be the off-strip location, okay? They're off the strip a little bit, and you have to go across the bridge, and it's kind of a weird zigzaggy bridge to get over the expressway. It's a pretty long walk, and if it's the middle of summer, it's 110 degrees out, 115 degrees, which it does get around here, you're gonna be sweating, and you're gonna be maybe not very comfortable. Just know you're gonna either need a rental car, or you're gonna probably be taking an Uber, Lyft, limos, etc., and I can help out with all that. I'm Party Plan Brian. Hit me up, 773-459-8133. I'm looking forward to mapping out your Las Vegas vacation. Make sure you like this video, do subscribe to this channel for more, and bang the notifications bell. Download the Party Plan app today, and let's get started on planning your trip.